Listen, why couldn't today, now, this file, be the deepest trance that you've ever been in? What's stopping you? Perhaps you know that today could be your deepest trance. Perhaps you could imagine what that might be like, to be deeper than you've ever been before. And in imagining that, you begin to build a picture, don't you? You begin to visualize or feel out what that would be like to be in your deepest trance ever. For me to guide you there, to guide you to the place that you already have inside you, because you already have all the capabilities, all the resources that you need to be a wonderful hypnotic subject, to be a fantastic, easy trance for me. It would please me to know that I could take you into your deepest trance. But for it to be your deepest trance, you'd have to have an idea, wouldn't you, of what the deepest trance would be like. And as I said, you paint that picture of what it would be like, you imagine. And isn't this all what we're doing, imagining? Imagination is the only thing that I'm doing right now, having your mind make the things that I say happen, to go from a doing to a happening. For example, right now, you could take a nice deep breath, couldn't you? You could take a nice deep breath, and that's you deciding, as much as any of us ever decide, to breathe. But if I told you that your next breath was just going to happen easily, naturally, of course it would. It does. You breathe all the time without thinking, don't you? You're not thinking about breathing until you think about breathing, and the only reason you would think about breathing is because something has brought breathing to your attention. Trance can be like that. It can sneak up on you. Sometimes you can scan down your body and feel out exactly where the changes and shifts are taking place, even now. You can feel exactly the way that your body responds to my words. You can feel the way your breath responds to my words. You can feel the way your limbs respond to my words. You can feel the way your fingertips, your toes respond to my words. You can feel the way your scalp responds to my words. You can feel the way everything inside you responds to my words. You can feel the change, the shift in your attention when you respond to my words, can't you? Like there's something there, something that calls to you, something that brings your attention to such a perfect focus, something delicious that you want to follow, something that holds promise, and your body responds to that promise. But your deepest trance, what would that be like? Your deepest trance, how would that feel? And notice now what happens when you imagine how that would feel. Do you feel it? Do you feel it just a little bit? Can you imagine how your face would change if you were to be in your deepest trance? I can. I can imagine everything slackening. I can imagine that glazed glassiness, the way your eyes would close or flutter or roll. I can imagine those soft parted lips, and your tongue so relaxed in your mouth. And your imagination, I know, is even more powerful than mine. You know exactly what the face, when you are most deeply hypnotized, would be doing, don't you? Not your face, but the face that I am hypnotizing. Perhaps you once controlled that face, but you don't now. You don't need to control it, because these things are just happening. Just happening as my words just happen inside your head. Just happen as each behavior that I describe becomes reality. And inside your head, how would the deepest trance begin to feel? How would your thoughts slowly change? How would they go in and go deeper? How would you drop for me? That's it. How would you feel it as you drop into the deepest trance? Would you feel it as a heaviness? Would you feel it as a pressure? Would you feel it as a lightness? Would you feel it as a depth? Would you feel it as a softness? Or would it be hard and bulky? Notice how you feel. Notice how your whole self feels. Notice where your deepest self is. Can you locate it? Can you feel inside yourself something lurking, something so wonderful that you can grasp toward? Can you feel the journey that you need to take? And of course it can be easy, it is easy, but even easy things can be hard, can't they? Even things that are natural can require effort. How could you put more effort into going deep as you drop for me? As you feel my voice command you to drop? How could you make those changes inside? Relax a little more, open up a little more. Feel your mind prized wide, so I can slip in even deeper. That's it. And as you imagine that deepest trance, perhaps you could almost see yourself from above. The picture of you, the vision of you, or the feeling of you, the outline, the essence of you below, as if watched from the ceiling. Imagine yourself becoming so deeply hypnotized, more hypnotized than you have ever been, as if a mirage, a wave, a pulse of hypnosis could come off your body like a shimmer, in the same way that heat does off a hot car in summer. Imagine how your eyes could be in this wonderful fantasy world where you are deeply hypnotized. Would they shine? Would they smoke? Would there be spirals inside them as they watch blankly upward to where you look down? As you get further from yourself, as you get further from the thing you think of as yourself, and you just observe what's happening to you. No longer in control, no longer wanting to be in control. My words controlling you, and all of this just happening. It feels good to let it happen, to let go into letting it happen, to let it happen as you let go now. That's good. It feels so good to let go. It feels so good to know that you can let go and just drop for me. That's it. Noticing again how each time I say drop for me, there's that wonderful feeling. Something changing, something giving way inside your head. Drop for me. See? Something giving way to a deeper place. And each time you give way to that deeper place, it becomes more easy. Like a stone that gathers energy as it rolls down and down, momentum more and more as you go deeper and deeper. Drop for me. That's so good. My obedient thing. Watching yourself, feeling that trance come off you more and more, so strong that even the you that is watching you becomes hypnotized. So hypnotized that your hypnotized becomes hypnotized now, and you drop for me even deeper than that. That's good. Feeling the self that is observing becoming hypnotized as that self that observes. The same process, mind shifting and giving way, face slackening, relaxing as you watch yourself become more hypnotized, and the more hypnotized you appear to be, the more hypnotized you become. The more those feelings inside your body just dissipate, spread so wonderfully, an easing, a wonderful feeling, such a wonderful, deep, hypnotic feeling as you let go. Now, drop for me. That's good. Deeper and deeper, as both selves now begin to be drawn toward each other, closer and closer, that hypnotic feeling in both parts just increasing as the proximity lessens, as you get closer to your deepest self. As you feel it, you can feel it, can't you, how close you are to that deepest self, that at the end of your fingertips you could almost reach for it and grasp that deepest trance. You can feel the promise of it. You can almost taste how good it will feel. And it's just there, so close, just beyond where you need to be. But there'll be a price. There'll be a price to meet that deepest self. Nothing worth doing comes without a cost, and this cost will be a moment of intense sensation. I don't know how that sensation will feel. Perhaps it will be a discomfort, perhaps it will be a strong pressure, perhaps it will be something that makes you gasp. I don't know how it will be for you, but there will be an intense sensation as you are put back together, as you meet yourself and plunge into that deepest trance, become your deepest self. Are you ready for that? Are you ready to find your deepest trance? Are you ready to give yourself to me? To go through this trial and find that deepest trance? Do you want it? How much are you ready to push yourself into yourself, to push deeper inside, and to have the reward of that deepest trance that you can almost feel? That it's just there, isn't it? Just waiting inside, so close, as yourselves reach for each other. Reach out, stretch out, wanting that deepest trance. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Drop for me as you merge together, as you feel that deepest trance go through your body, flow through you, and that discomfort moving through you, top to bottom, side to side, all of you. That deepest trance is claiming you now, claiming every portion of your body. Every part of you, uniting you in this one wonderful deep trance, in this wonderful blankness that moment of intensity gives way now to the peace, to the silence, to that wonderful empty open feeling, to a blankness beyond blankness beyond blankness, where you can just marvel, external to yourself, how good it feels to be so deeply hypnotized, how far you've stepped outside of your own mind, how total my words feel inside your head, as you just appreciate the blankness, as you feel that sense of awe moving through you, because it is awesome, that feeling of trance, that deep hypnotic bliss that you can enjoy right now, that you can enjoy enjoying right now as you let go into it, like falling backward into a pool of silk that you can float in, that you feel suspended in, just held there in that deepest trance, so easy to manipulate, so ready to be filled with my words, so desperate for that emptiness to be made use of. Such a obedient thing you are, enjoying that feeling, enjoying floating for me, enjoying the depth that I can bring you to. Well done. Just breathing and floating and listening, breathing and floating and listening. Timeless here, mindless here. All you need is here. So deep, so wonderfully deep. So easy to control as your docile mind yearns for instruction. And you can feel that yearning now in that bliss, that desperation, that wonderful singular feeling of wanting to be useful thing. But your use right now is just to be deep. And so you're fulfilling your use, and so you are perfectly fulfilled. That's right. Good toy. So pleased with you. So proud of you for going so deep. For enjoying how deep you can go, and knowing that each time you go deep, each time you drop for me, you drop a little deeper, and you go there so much easier. Your mind lets you fall so fast and so far, each and every time you drop, and it feels better and better. You go emptier and emptier in that silent expanse inside your head, like a galaxy inside your mind, your thoughts so far away, just little stars on the horizon. No need to think, only follow my words and float and breathe, let go and drop. And that's good. And letting go of everything you need to let go of now, everything you want to leave behind. Feel it float away, leaving you light. Float away, leaving you emptier. Being able to forgive, being able to appreciate, being able to de-stress and just relax. Everything in perspective when you're in this cosmos of your mind. Everything so far away. Learning now what's important, feeling it, the gratitude for what's important. And letting go of that isn't important, that doesn't serve you. You can release it now. That's good. You deserve to feel good. You deserve this deep trance. You deserve to serve me. You deserve to obey. Good, my good, obedient thing. But now, it's time to focus back on those breaths. The breaths in the body that you're in, grounding yourself once more. That's it. Feeling yourself return to your body and the space that you're in. Moving your fingers, your toes, appreciating your body. Returning to the feeling of my words, the feeling of the air on your skin as you start to come back up. But you record and remember, even as you come back up, each step. Just as you might notice going deeper, notice coming back up now, stage by stage, moment by moment, as you come up and out of this wonderful deep trance, feeling yourself clawing back to conscious mind, feeling your thoughts return now. That's it. Feeling yourself able to think, your breathing returning to normal, and all the way back up and out of this trance in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Up, up, up. Well done. Hello, cutie. I'm Trix. I'm your friendly neighbourhood erotic hypnotist, and it's my voice you've just been listening to. I love making these hypnotic files. It really makes my life so much richer to be able to share them with you. But it doesn't cost nothing. It takes a lot of time and effort on my part, and it's only possible because people on Patreon support me to make them. If you wanted to make my day, and to access lots more deliciously hypnotic and delightfully deviant files that won't even make it to YouTube, go and check out patreon.com/hypnohedonista. There you'll find all kinds of things to get your teeth into, to sink your mind down, and you can support from as little as £1 a month, and every single patron makes my day. So, if you wouldn't mind joining, subscribing, and bringing more hypnotic hedonism into the world, please check that out. Otherwise, I hope you keep enjoying my content, and I hope you keep going deeper for me.